Good morning to everyone. Today I am describing a very important topic that is related to the plant breeding. The topic is plant introduction. Plant introduction is a plant breeding method, and you know that the uses of breeding method. Breeding method is used to develop the important variety. The breeding method are those protocol that helps in introducing or developing some important variety. So plant introduction is also a type of plant breeding method. This is the old plant breeding method. The several varieties of the cereals crop are introduced in India with the help of this important plant breeding method, that is the plant introduction. During the time of Green Revolution, there are lots of variety are introduced in India from the several other countries because of the plant breeding method, that is the plant introduction. Plant introduction is a rapid method of crop improvement as compared to the other plant breeding method like backcross breeding method, bulk breeding method, pedigree method, pure line selection, mass selection, recurrent selection. There are lots of breeding methods nowadays available, and that breeding method is used to introducing or producing some important variety of the crop species. Same like in case of plant introduction. Plant introduction is also a type of breeding method. So you have to be know very well that what is the role of breeding method. Breeding method is a protocol, that protocol helping to producing some important variety or making some important variety. So plant introduction is so to understand the meaning of plant introduction. So during the Green Revolution, this Green Revolution is happening due to the two major crop. The crop is rice and wheat. All over the Green Revolution is responsible only for the two crops, the two cereals crop, that is the rice and wheat. And this Green Revolution we have to be achieved by the two important parameters. The one is we have to be using the high yielding variety, and other thing we have to be use the fertilizer and proper management of insect pest in our crop. So this is the two main reason. That reason helps in achieving the Green Revolution in our country. You have to be know that the father of Green Revolution in the world is Dr. N.E. Borlaug, and in our country the father of Green Revolution is M.S. Swaminathan, and the term Green Revolution was coined by Sir William Gott. So this is all over about the Green Revolution. So why I am talking about today here the Green Revolution? Because this plant introduction is related to the Green Revolution. During the time of Green Revolution, there are lots of important varieties of wheat and rice are introduced in India from the other country with the help of plant introduction. Plant introduction is a type of breeding method in which we have to be taking a variety from those area where that crop is cultivated by the farmer into the new area where this crop is not cultivated in before. So this is the actual theme of the plant introduction. I am again repeating the meaning of plant introduction. The meaning of plant introduction is that we have to be transposition of a new variety from those area where cultivation is highly cultivated by the farmer to the new area where their cultivation is not cultivated by the farmer in before. So first time introduced a variety into the new environment. This is the main motto of the plant introduction. So during the time of Green Revolution, the variety Kalyan Sona, Sonalika, Sonara 64 and Sonara 63 were introduced from Mexico to the India with the help of plant introduction method. Because of that reason, I am dealing with the Green Revolution. This Green Revolution is happening due to the variety Kalyan Sona and Sonalika and Sonara 64 and 63 and Larma Rosso. These are the variety of wheat, and these are the very important gene pool system in wheat, a germplasm of the wheat. This is the semi-dwarf variety of the wheat, because in our country in the previous Green Revolution, the very tall variety, the 1 meter height variety of wheat is occurring in the farmer's field. So the major challenges of the tall variety is the losing problem. After high yielding, they are not get maximum output during the harvesting time because of the losing problem. So this is the major problem of the tall variety of wheat and the rice. Rice is also tall in our country before the Green Revolution, before the independence. Because of that reason, we have to introduce in our country the important semi-dwarf variety. And the other feature of this variety is also, this is the high use of the fertilizer, intensive use of the fertilizer, the good absorbing the minerals from the soil, good response of the fertilizer. This is the other characteristics of this variety Sonalika, Kalyan Sona and Sonara 64 and 63. Same thing the other crop, the rice. The variety TN1, IR8, IR20, IR36 is also introduced in our country from the other country. For example, IR8 is introduced from the Philippines. TN1 is introduced in our country from the Taiwan. These are the semi-dwarf variety and high yielding variety, fertilizer responsive variety. So this variety is introduced in our country. Before that, this variety is not cultivated in the previous. So this is first time introduced. So this is the plant introduction. When you have to go the other colleges, other places. So first of all, you have to introduce yourself. Same thing in case of variety. So this variety is not origin in our country. This variety is originated from the other country, but we have to be introduced, taking this new variety into our country and adapt this climatic condition, and after that we have to be distribute to the farmer for the cultivation. This is the all over about the plant introduction. And basically this plant introduction is two types: primary introduction and secondary introduction. So what is the meaning of primary introduction and secondary introduction? Primary introduction means the variety we have to be introduced in our country from the other country is directly released as a variety without any changes. The new variety we have to be taking from the other country. Suppose the example in case of wheat, Sonara 64 and 63 and Larma Rosso is taking from the Mexico, and after taking in our country we have to be distributed to the farmer for the cultivation. This variety is also suitable for our climatic condition, and without any changes, without any selection, without any hybridization program, distribute to the farmer for the commercial cultivation. This type of introduction is called primary introduction. This primary introduction is also known as the direct introduction. Without any alteration, the original material is also distributed to the farmer. This type of introduction is called primary introduction, and this is also the method of plant breeding. The other type of breeding method is secondary introduction. In case of secondary introduction, the two important variety of wheat, Sonalika and Kalyan Sona. Sonalika and Kalyan Sona is a very important variety of wheat that is released in our country by secondary introduction. Secondary introduction means during the time of Green Revolution we have to be taking some important also segregating material from the Mexico. The 618 segregating lines are also taking from the Mexico, and after that in our country we have to be selection is adopted in that segregating population, and after the selection we have to be making the Kalyan Sona and Sonalika variety, and after the some changes of the genetic makeup of this variety then distributed to the farmer. So this type of introduction is called secondary introduction. Secondary introduction means some changes is possible, some to change the genetic makeup of the original material, and after the changing of the genetic makeup of the material then distributed to the farmer. Why we have to be changing the genetic makeup of the new variety that is taken from the other country? Because this variety is not suitable to our climatic condition. Because of that reason we have to be adopted some other techniques like hybridization, like selection, and after that we have to be purify the variety from the previous variety and then distributed to the farmer. So this comes under the secondary introduction, and this type of introduction is also known as the indirect introduction. Secondary introduction means some changes is possible, some changes is taking place from the original material, but in case of primary introduction the original material is direct distributed to the farmer. So this is all about the plant introduction. This is the rapid method of crop improvement, the oldest method of the plant breeding method. I have also discussed here the some agencies, some institutes that involved in plant introduction. The organization is in our country NBPGR, National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resource, New Delhi, established in the year 1976. The role of NBPGR to helping to assist when you have to be taking the material from the other country. This NBPGR is responsible for the only two types of crops, that is the agricultural crops and horticultural crops. The only two types of crops comes under the monitoring of the NBPGR, National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resource, New Delhi, established in the year 1976. So this NBPGR is also responsible, also help when you have to be taking the material, you have to be adopt the material from the other countries like Mexico, China. Other institute is FRI, Forest Research Institute, Dehradun. This Forest Research Institute is responsible for the forestry. When you have to making the variety of forest crop, taking the variety of forestry from the other country. So which organization is helping you to providing this important variety, important seed of the forestry? The institute, the organization is FRI, Forest Research Institute. The other very important organization is BSI, Botanical Survey of India, Kolkata. Botanical Survey of India. This Botanical Survey of India, BSI, is responsible for the crop medicinal plants, aromatic plants and other plants that not comes under the NBPGR and FRI. And internationally, the other organization is responsible for the plant introduction. The organization is IPGRI, International Plant Genetic Resource Institute, Rome. IPGRI. So these are the some organization that assist, that helps during the plant introduction. So I hope that you have to be understand in a very well manner of the very rapid method of plant breeding, the plant introduction. During the time of Green Revolution, the lots of variety has been introduced in our country from the other country with the help of plant introduction method. So this is all about the plant introduction. Thank you.